ABC Tech contributor Andrea Smith is joining us this morning to show off two of the most popular book readers. I should say show off two and tell us about the third. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. Yeah, these are really popular.
It's exciting stuff, too. There's been so many technology changes since these first ones came out.
Well, the Kindle has really undergone a lot of changes. This is the Kindle. It's now called the Kindle 2. They're not calling it the Kindle 2 anymore. It's just the Kindle. And this is really, really popular. People have been buying this. They love it. It's what people associate with ebook readers. The thing about it is that people want to touch. They want to really touch that screen and make it work.
Right.
And so a lot of people are gravitating or waiting for the newer readers to come out because they're going to be touch enabled. But all in all, this Kindle, it's $259. It is a great book reader. It's got Wi-Fi. You can buy books on the fly. It's got lots of titles.
And the thing I'm struck by is it's so much smaller than the first version.
It's small, it's totally comfortable. You just carry it around, it's portable, and it's great on the subway because everybody stops to talk to you.
I'll bet, right.
So it's not touchscreen. The way you're controlling it is more or less
No,
through this.
you control it over here. It's got this tiny little knob here. It's a little annoying, I have to say. It's this teeny tiny thing. If you have nails or wide fingers, it's not great. And you push to enter. And it's, touch would be much easier. We also have the Sony Touch Edition here, which I'll show you, and this is what makes a complete difference with touch. You've got your screen the same way, it's the same size, but all you have to do here is touch, and your books come up. And you go back to your menu, and if you want to see anything else on here, your collections of anything, again, it's just a touch. And this makes it the way you want to interact with it.
Right, we're so used to like the iPhone or the iTouch where we would touch our iPods all the time, and so this sort of plays into that.
That's what we're used to doing. And the other really cool thing about this is it's got this stylus here. And so when you're reading a book, you can actually take notes right on the screen because that's what people want to do. They want to write on it, they want to mark it up, they want to underline things, and you can do that here. The downside of this one is it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So you can put all your books on it, but you've got to be connected to a computer in order to do that.
Show us the writing. You showed us an example a little bit earlier, but literally it's almost as if you had a hard copy book and you're writing sort of off onto the margins.
Yeah, it's great. You can I just made little squiggly lines here and took notes as if I was, reading a book. And so if you're a kid in college, you can really take your notes right on there.
So no Wi-Fi, though. You'd have to plug it in and
No
download.
Wi-Fi. You have to be connected to a computer. So it's not really great for going mobile, but it's great for going on a vacation. You can load up all your books before you go.
Well, you mentioned loading up books, and it sounds like another benefit of the Sony one is that you can get a book out from the public library versus the Kindle, where you are sort of forced to choose their playlist.
Exactly. One of the great things about the Sony readers is they use the EPUB format, and that's a format that's open source. You can get a book from the library for free. That's not something that you can do on the Kindle.
Is this one of those situations where the Kindle was first, but other people are coming along with sort of better improvements, better models?
It seems like they're making newer, better. And speaking of that, now the Barnes & Noble Nook is coming out as well. And that kind of has almost everything that I'm wishing for in an ebook reader. It's got the touch screen, it's got the Wi-Fi, it's got the color screen that I've been really wanting on one of these. The only problem with that one is you're not going to get it in time for the holidays.
Yeah.
If you didn't order it yet, you're not going to get it until after January.
What is it? Were they not prepared for the demand, or what's the...
I think they were really trying to rush it out in time because they knew that it was going to be a big seller because it's kind of the best of all these worlds. It's the right price point, and it's got everything all put together in one. And again, it's Barnes & Noble bookstore, EPUB, open format, Google Books that are all online free. And I think that the pre-orders are completely sold out.
And it sounds like if you can get your hands on one, January 4th is probably the earliest you could get the Nook.
Yeah, it's the earliest you can get it, but of course you can go to their website and you can print a lovely gift certificate that says, I purchased this for you. Yes.
I'm such a cynic, though. Do you think this was by design to sort of create buzz for the product? Do you think that maybe this was on purpose?
In this case, I don't think so. In this case, I just think that maybe they weren't able to get production up quickly enough because there's so many things go into it. Because when you have a touchscreen, it's really hard. One of the problems with the touchscreen is glare.
Yeah.
And that's something that the Kindle does so great. There's no glare. The Sony, I had a lot of problems with glare. Mm-hmm. So hopefully the Nook will have solved that problem.
So the bottom line from you is wait for the Nook.
Let's let's wait and see the Nook. I haven't held it in my hands yet, but I'm holding out, hoping.
We'll have to have you back to show us that.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I want one of these for Christmas. It's going to be one of the hot items this year.
I think it will.
No doubt.
Well, Andrea Smith, thank you so much for joining us, our ABC Tech contributor. Always a pleasure.